Hi, this is Steve. I'm just showing this really beautiful Aria FA71. Got a really sweet voice. Big sound. What's really cool about a guitar like this, for one thing, it's not $5,000. It's really well made. Aria has always made great guitars, and it's an interesting story. His whole factory burned down at one point in Japan, and he had to start all over again. There's something about the spirit of some of the Japanese people, but he takes a lot of pride in his workmanship. But it's hard to find trees, and I learned this from some people that live in the mountains. I go to Idlewild all the time above Palm Desert. It's hard to find trees they're 17 inches wide like this, and there's no center seam here, and that transfers over into a better tone. This is a gorgeous guitar. These Johnny Smith type guitars with no cutouts for humbucking pickups has more of an acoustic property, and it transfers over even to the plugged-in version like this. That's just a beautiful tone, and the tone has weight to it. It's nothing more fun than talking about tone, because you can play 250 guitars and maybe one will be really special. A great guitar has an acoustic zing to it, has a natural kind of a reverb. Like if you find a really great old Lawsuit Ibanez Archtop, I used to be a collector, some of those have that. The old Epiphone made in New York Masterbuilts have some of the best natural reverb and acoustic zing of any guitar I've ever played in my life at any price. And this guitar has it too. You can be unplugged and still hear it. But plugged in, that natural acoustic zing transfers over, and you get a marriage of the acoustic quality of the amp with the electric quality, and especially in a guitar like this where you don't have two big holes cut out of the top for humbucking pickups. And I love a guitar with humbucking pickups. But with the floating pickup like this, you just get a beautiful voice and tone with a lot of weight to the tone, a lot of overtones. I mean, the tone is very thick, buttery, with a lot of good definition. It's a beautiful voice, man. Really a fun guitar. I like to play this on the couch, not even plugged in, watch a Laker game or something. That's what's so fun about these guitars. And you know, you get much more of a voice from something like this. I mean, I like a good Gibson 175. I like some of the Gibson L5 CESs and whatnot. But I'm telling you, man, you just don't get what you don't get your money's worth anymore. There's no doubt about it. 625, flat 5 sub. Little flavor, color. Like I said, I'm never that warmed up when I do these videos. That's all right. Not going for perfection. I just want you to hear this gorgeous tone, man. It's just beautiful, man. You always know a great guitar because you just kind of get into it, man. You know what I mean? And in case you wonder, by the way, I sell the Guitar Ladder course for $99, and I've been teaching for 35 years, and I've seen people that should just be throwing a football and lifting weights have absolutely miraculous growth, like somebody who was actually born with more talent. It's true, because my Guitar Ladder course has over 40 videos, and you learn 7 different systems of improvisation, and you learn all these chord cycles. It's like I teach your subconscious mind about tension and resolution and progressions, and I don't just get all hung up on a bunch of theory. I get you playing and moving around the fretboard in guitar, cycles like this, all kinds of them. So you learn about tension and resolution and how things kind of fit together. And we cover 1-6-2-5s with flat 5 subs. I cover how to develop technique. But it's ear training, man. When I was 21, I took a lesson from Joe Pass, and he talked about if you want to really improve your musicianship, get into chord melody style playing. And I was lucky enough when I was in my early 20s to take from Horace Hatchett, who worked with Howard Roberts in Arizona. Of course, Howard Roberts is one of the best jazz guitar players ever to walk the planet, along with people like Pat Martino. But this is all my own system, but the only reason I bring that up about Horace Hatchett is he used to do a lot of chordal work with me, and I think all that chordal work really helped to develop my ear training and helped me develop my own style. You can listen to my music by going to myspace.com/Steve T. Zook, Z-O-O-K. Listen to some of my music. But if you really want to take a quantum leap in your playing, order the course. You can just PayPal me at stevezook7@yahoo.com or call me 714-548-0385. I'm probably going to put up a page here pretty soon. Just been kind of busy. But it's kind of like you can play guitar every day or you can climb the guitar ladder. And this system, I kind of just ran into it. And then after watching my students for the last 20 years make this huge progress, I said, man, I'm really onto something here. So I've decided to go ahead and offer it, and it's it's not a real high-tech thing, but I send you links to over 40 videos. Plus, I'm coming up with videos all the time that I'll send you as well. So it's like buying $1,000 of guitar lessons or more, actually more, for $100. It's a pretty good situation. I have a good friend in Hemet that has gone through my course. He said, "Man, you can take that to the bank, Steve." Sean Mason, who markets the Shadow Amplification, great amps used by some top stars nowadays. He's made huge progress with it. It really works. So if if you're tired of kind of being stuck with your guitar playing, you might want to order this course. So anyway, back to this. This is a beautiful guitar. If you could just use a great instrument, you don't want to pay a ton of money, I think you'd be really happy with this. It just has a lot of weight to it. You can hear the sound kind of blooms when you play this. Again, I'm just using a solid state amp, an old Peavey. I paid $150 for it. It really has a nice sound, so I'm going to end this here. And just for a second, just to get a little of a clean tone on here, I have another video, but maybe I'll just combine it. Hear that ring, that reverb. You can't get that reverb sound from a piece of crap. That's why these are so fun. When you can find a guitar for this kind of money that has this kind of a sound, man, I'm telling you, you grab it, because you just don't get this very often. It's one out of maybe 250 that have this tone. That's all unplugged right there. Hear that ring? Anyway, give me a call if you're interested. 714-548-0385. I'll get my phone.